Let's go. Oh, what the heck happened over the weekend? Oh my goodness. So, let's go ahead and just get into this proper, I guess. Okay, so first things first. So, Rakita Law, as I mentioned in my previous video, was suspended. His account had been suspended, and now it's back. So, everyone's pretty much flocking to him, you know, standing with him and everything, so that's great to see. Nick, if you're watching this video, welcome back, man. Let's keep fighting this fight to the bitter end, and stuff like that. Something more humorous, though, I actually didn't take the time to look at these links, you know, earlier on, so it's kind of out of order, so bear with me. So, this right here by Marzgurl, literally, it kind of made me nervous, although looking back on it, I don't really know why. But let's go on ahead and read through this whole thing. Spoke to a lawyer today. Still weighing options and taking help and opinions. Here's what I know so far. Please feel free to chime in and offer your own knowledge. They do think I have legal options, but the first option was to force the police and the FBI to actually pay attention and understand. One, what would the police and FBI... For those of you who don't know, this is regarding Yellowflash. She believes that he's harassing her, when in reality it's the other way around, as I'll get to in a minute. At this point, both have just blown me off, which they figured was likely to happen, so they have to start drawing up information legally to force them to care and pay attention. As another friend of mine suggested, they also suggested that we start speaking to local congresspersons and see if we can't make them care about how dangerous this has become. You honestly think that Congress is going to care about you? You think Congress is going to care about you and your situation after you've literally defamed a man? You think they will? Well, first of all, okay. Our legal system is about a decade behind, well, according to Nick Rakita, our legal system here in the States is like a decade behind the tech that we have. So even if it was up to date, they still probably wouldn't care, considering the fact that you defamed Vic Mignogna and are attacking his supporters. But whatever. As another friend of mine suggested, they'll tell you Congress and see if we can't make them care about how dangerous this has become. They seemed fairly optimistic on those points and believed that going to the courts could work, but only after exhausting a lot of other options. This is where here's where things get dicey, and this is what's full-on illegal. They would like to be able to basically just tell Yellowflash to cut it out. I'm sure that means sending a cease and desist, but the problem is we don't know who Yellowflash really is, or where he lives. If I could get any help at all from anybody who might know how to figure out who he is, that's gonna be a huge help. Because if they have to turn to legal means to do it, it'll take longer, and it'll be more costly in the meantime. Here's the thing, Marzgurl, shut your mouth. Shut your mouth. You can't just go around and encourage the doxing of somebody, you moron. That's full-on illegal. And you can be held in contempt of court for that. If it comes back on you. And I have a handy screenshot here. But whatever. If there's anybody who can help me identify and locate Yellowflash, that would help out immensely. His Twitter account says his location is 616, and my current hypothesis is that this is his area code! You moron! An area code, at least in California, an area code is roughly 5 numbers. That's only 3, you idiot! Meaning he lives somewhere around Grand Rapids, Michigan. But I don't truly have anything else to base this information on. Yeah, this is making me uncomfortable just reading this to you. Of course, I need to be gathering proof that he is saying harmful, defamatory things about me that are untrue, as well as monetizing my image the latter of which seems to be the most solid thing they could get him on. I will be linking to Yellowflash's social media profiles and asking you guys for help in monitoring times where he's talking about me or spreading untruths. I will be downloading his videos as best I can. He is starting his Let's Monetize Marzgurl stream tonight, so I will link to that when I get the chance. If it's anything like other women he has monetized on his channel out of hate, he is going to delete the stream when he is done because he knows that this is breaking YouTube's terms of service. Actually, no it isn't. Actually, no it isn't, you friggin' idiot. So I'm going to do my best to record it to my hard drive live as it is happening. That's just a stupid means of going about it. Why would you record it while it's happening live? That's stupid. That's so stupid. But anyway, speaking of YouTube, and this is kind of where my concern cropped up, because at this point, from here on, she's pretty much talking about deplatforming all of the YouTube content creators who are talking about this situation, like Hirohei, SSG Sami, maybe even Unreal Anti-Network and myself, although granted I'm pretty small time, so she probably hasn't even noticed me. But anyway, not that I'm looking for notice, it's just, you know, but. So, yeah. But anyway, speaking of YouTube, they're going to see if they can reach out to YouTube and Twitter respectfully about deplatforming these threatening and false statements. Although they know that both platforms have loopholes, that means that YouTube and Twitter are not directly to be held accountable for what the user posts, but they'll see what they can do. One thing they said that shocked me was that they suggested that I combat his information with information of my own. How did that shock you, you idiot? How? I'll tell you. It's because you're a brain-dead moron. That's why it shocked you, because this entire time you've been blocking people. This entire time you've been claiming to be done with this situation, and yet you're retweeting and still posting stuff of a defamatory nature to Vic Mignogna and his supporters, and stuff like that. And you're just now saying that the simple idea of combating a situation, of going about arguing with someone with your own information, fighting information with information, how does that shock you? That should be your first protocol when you're dealing with someone. Listen to their opinion, and then give yours. Apparently that's a novel concept nowadays. At least to people like this. But anyway. As many people have suggested that I just give them no ammo, they suggested that if I thought I had a big enough public support group, that I make an unceasing and tirelessly attempt and concentrated effort to combat their lies with my truths. But this would basically take raising an army, and I don't believe that I am a big enough figure that has an army of people willing to publicly stand up with me and fight at my side. If I did, maybe I would have gone this route long ago, but I don't. And finally, obviously money is an issue. They're going to draft some things up for me to look over and sign later. So I haven't committed any of this to ink yet. But yeah, it'll be expensive. Expensive, blah blah blah. Please feel free to share your thoughts. Also, please help me in all caps. Also, please help me figure out who Yellowflash is and where he is, so that he can be served. The more work we can do on our own, the better. Marzgurl, you're getting served yourself in the next. You're probably getting served in the next line of court documents from Ty Beard. So yeah. Speaking of which. Let's see. Okay. Should be a search button somewhere. Oh, here we go. Someone told me that she set up a GoFundMe for it. So here it is. Okay. So looking at this is so funny to me. Because here's the thing. Well, it's not that she set up a GoFundMe. It's the amount that she set it up for. Because, get this, this campaign is specifically for the base amount that is necessary for me to retain the legal services necessary for me to begin the process of a defamation suit. Yeah, let's cross-reference that with the Vic Mignogna GoFundMe. Oh, sweet. It's at 151,000. It's at 151k, almost 152k. So, okay. So, you see the difference? But you see the difference between these numbers here. Here's the thing. Well, okay. Granted, when Nick first set the GoFundMe up, he put it up for 100k, and fortunately and gratefully, it surpassed that, and now it's at 200. But here's the thing: $1,500 is not even close to what it's going to cost for a defamation suit. I can almost guarantee that, and I've only been involved with one lawyer. I've only been involved with a single lawyer, and granted it wasn't for a defamation suit, it was for something different. Something very personal, but, you know, I mean, it's gonna cost a lot more than $1,500, and that's just from my own personal experience. It's gonna cost a lot more than $1,500. If you're going for defamation. For other cases, I'm not really sure. But you know, 1,500 is way too low a goal. That's way too low a goal. But anyway, the thing that I find so hilarious is the fact that some people, well, I can't find any posts about this because again I'm blocked, but she basically said that she's not a beggar, and yet now she's begging for money, which I find so hilarious. I find that so hilarious. Ah, jeez. Okay, so this is another content creator. If she was, that'd be horrible. But this is another Twitter user named Believe Bulma. Now, here's the thing. This person actually deleted their Twitter. They full-on deleted their Twitter after being, you know, attacked and stuff for what they were doing to Yellowflash and other people. And so basically, this Believe Bulma person literally said this. This made me facepalm when I first saw it. So, listen to this. Since no one will do what needs to be done, and then, of course, I guess she links, something related to Yellowflash. And then here's the thing. This person doesn't respond, doesn't say anything critical, doesn't say anything to debate. Instead, they simply tag a lot of Stand With Vic supporters in, such as Supergirl, Law Archive, Ty Beard, Fan Advocacy Network, That Umbrella Guy, Chambers of Heart, and Cursed 188. And I'm not kidding you, look at what she says below. Reported for harassment. Reported for harassment. That's not harassment, you idiot! You idiot! But anyway. Oh my gosh, this is I'm trying my best to stop this from turning into a rant. I really am. I really am. Ah, jeez. And then this is actually something that Yellowflash actually reported on. Well, it's related to it anyway. So basically, what happened was he and Linkara got into a fight about comic books, and eventually it kind of spiraled into a, you know, well, it didn't really spiral into a Vic debate, but I got the impression that it was going to become a Vic debate. And so, as a result, I went to Linkara's page, and he flat out blocked me. I didn't even say anything to him, he just flat out blocked me. So, whatever. And this is what these people are forgetting, is that by blocking people, especially if you have a major social media presence, like YouTube, which Linkara's channel, I believe, has somewhere in the vicinity of 100k subscribers, maybe even more, or something like that. But if By doing this, all you're doing is you're encouraging people to unsubscribe, which I actually did. I immediately unsubscribed to him, once he blocked me and everything, because I'm like, look, if you're gonna behave like this, you don't deserve my ad revenue. You don't, if you're gonna behave like this, you don't deserve to make any money based off of my view of your video. Whatsoever. But anyway. Then these last two things. This is from Senpai is home. Senpai isn't home, rather. Here's a bootleg pandantic 2K subscribers. I'll be nice and give them some attention though, since it looks like Geekdom's clout isn't really helping much by those numbers. Lol, please let. Plus, they said some dumb stuff too. Let's see what this says. I block people for asking for proof because it's disingenuous, as is most of your tweet. Now, unfortunately, we can't. Can't really see the tweet in question, but basically, what this means is to the Kick Vic people, truth is irrelevant, or proof is irrelevant. And I'm gonna say it again: in the court of law, when you're put under oath, proof is literally what saves you. Proof is literally what saves you. Actual evidence is actually what saves you. Not he said, she said. Not unverifiable he said, she said. Not a lie. Which is pretty much every single one of your stories. Because here's the thing. Something else that I really thought of, pardon me. Something else that I had an idea about was, here's the thing. They say that they have all of these stories. Soya himself even said that they have all of these stories. Hundreds of people, hundreds of women coming forward with their own individual stories. And yet, they claim to have all of this evidence stacked up against him. Stacked up against Vic and us. And yet, why haven't they shared one? Why haven't they shared one? Why haven't they shared a single story? Why? I'll tell you. Because they know they're dead. They know that they're dead in the water, and they know that they're going to lose this. And here's the thing, I mean, it's too late now. It's too late now, because literally, in the documents, Ty and his firm literally issue a, not really a cease and desist, but they're not really screaming at Ron, but they're telling him, look man, if you really have all of these irrefutable stories, fork them over. Fork them over. Tell us. Or, better yet, how about you give us precise details about what happened, my friend? How about you do that? So, basically what's going to happen is, Ron is going to have to list in detail 100 stories that are pretty much false. That are pretty much non-existent and are pretty much made up. But anyway, okay, so I found it. So this was actually this was actually a comment that I put on Linkara's post. But anyway, what is it with people blocking each other left and right? Simply put, they know that we'll win this. They know that they're losing, and now they're scrambling to keep up appearances while protecting their own tweets in a vain attempt to avoid some kind of litigation. Now, again, the next sentence isn't, I haven't really been able to verify, but as far as I know, Linkara isn't really involved in the, with the Vic case, as far as I know. I mean, if anyone knows if he is or not, please comment. Because, again, I'm not really sure about that, it's just, I haven't been able to look around enough. And now that I'm blocked, I definitely won't be able to look enough. But anyway, the last bit comes from Ghost of Fighters. They are using a video of him being Vic, singing happy birthday to a fan to criminalize him. Hashtag KickVic is ridiculous and desperate, and I figured out what I was blocked by the person whom I never seen before. They are on mass blocking. They don't want people saying the truth. Someone appears to have found a video for one of those old Tumblr stories. I'm sure that this girl was very happy and cherishes it as one of her fondest memories. Oops, my bad. Video that places one of the many creepy Vic stories. My panel staff would often report these kinds of uncomfortable moments. I often try to diffuse them when in my vicinity. And how often these kinds of touches are why we couldn't do anything legal about it. Well, here's the thing. Again, I haven't been able to see the video, but here's the thing. It's literally Vic singing Happy Birthday. If this video is to be believed, it's literally Vic singing Happy Birthday to somebody. And actually, let me see if I can look that up. So yeah, that about wraps it up for today's video on KickVic's lunacy and Marzgurl's idiocy. So, what do you guys think? Do you believe? I mean, what do you guys think about the Linkara situation? What do you think about Marzgurl at this point, knowing what she's doing? What do you think about Yellowflash? I mean, I've already given you my opinion on it, that, Flash, he needs our support. He needs our support because, well, basically, what I forgot to mention until now was, the Flash basically got a phone that he didn't order. Someone actually sent it to him. And basically what that person did was they literally doxed where he lived. They doxed where he lived. They somehow got his address, doxed where he lived, and Flash made a post about it. Unfortunately, the post is gone. So I can't really show it, but it does exist. And in fact, I believe that Umbrella guy actually covered it pretty extensively. If it's someone else, I'm sorry, but anyway. But again, so he got a phone that he didn't order, and he's like, what the heck? Where'd this come from? I mean, nice phone, but it didn't have any charge in it or something like that. And the person that sent the phone basically replied and said, "Oh yeah, I bet you didn't see that coming," or something like that. It was something really stupid. And again, well, here's the thing. Flash has every right to go after those people legally. Because here's the thing, they literally doxed where he lived. They found where he lived. They found his home address. And they published it online. Not the address itself, but a map with it. But still, that's still the same point. It's still an invasion of privacy. Which, again, Flash has every right to go after them for. But anyway, this is just one man's thoughts on the matter. What do you guys think? Also, something else that I forgot to mention. I'd really appreciate it if you guys would watch my latest video. Well, after this one, that is. I made a speech about anime for my communications class, for my seminary communications class, and it was our final exam. I put a lot of work into it. Did a lot of research, stuff like that, and I recorded it and stuff. It's on my channel. So give that a watch, comment on it if you want, give me some feedback. Any would be grateful, any would be really appreciated, and I would be very grateful, for that. Because public speaking isn't exactly my strongest suit, but I feel like I did a really good job. But anyway, if anyone wants to, please comment on it, and, stuff like that. Let me know what you thought of it. And with regards to this video, let me know what you think about this whole situation, about how ludicrous this KickVic side is getting, about how insane they are and stuff like that. What your opinion is on it and stuff. Go check out the other creators as well. They're all gonna be linked down below and stuff like that. So yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. And I realized this was a beefy video. It's about half an hour long. I'm probably gonna do some editing to bring it all down, at least somewhat. But let me know what you guys think. And until the next one, I will see you guys later, and God bless. See ya.